Okay, and welcome to part 2 of my bank system tutorial. Last time I showed you how the first input works, how we get it through the RS NOR latches, and then into this programmable AND gate. Now what we want to work on is our reset. So there's two possible resets. If a correct code's been given, and one of these is activated, and then another button is pressed, then the code will reset. And the other reset is just a reset button. So to reset these kind of RS NOR latches, what we want to do is just power this line here. Now to do this, what I tend to do is just use a feature of redstone repeaters, which is they can power a block and the block opposite, but what they can also do is power the block underneath. See that? So we just use this in a nice pattern so that this repeater here would power this wire here. So all we have to do is use the function of the repeater being able to send the message through the block and underneath, so that this repeater goes to this dust here, turning it on, and to the next repeater. So that just carries on going. Now for it to reset, if a correct combination has come through and then there is another button press, what we do is we have a system to detect whether there is a combination correct. So if a combination is correct, what happens is this line here will turn off, meaning that this light here can turn on. Now you just see some of the minecarts going up. I'll sort that out later. So this means that this torch is turned on so that this wire can then turn on as well. And you've got to remember the rule that you cannot have repeater and a torch vertical together. You have to have dust above the torch. So once this has got sent through, what we can do is take it to a AND gate. Now this AND gate also joins up with whether there's a pulse comes through. Now this is what I was going to explain later. Now to detect whether an input has come through at all, we use the function of redstone repeaters, which we used up in the reset, which is it can power the dust underneath. So that if a signal comes through and it powers the dust underneath, then the message can go through here and to this AND gate. So that if a impulse comes through, you see that AND gate there switch round. Oh, why is that going back? Oh well. See that AND gate switch round, therefore resetting the entire line. So I'll just go replace that block there, and so then we have one of the resets set up. Now for the reset button, it's very simple. All we do is just position where we want the button along a line, and then we can just speed this line up to the repeater blocks again. Now these are just going in the opposite direction. It's exactly the same concept, just going the opposite way. There is a third way to reset the system, and that is from the admin code being entered in, which opens this door, and this pressure plate here also resets the system so that the door will close when you walk through it. Okay, now one bit that I kind of missed out before, which was on purpose, is the programming in adding the program feature. Now to do this, all we do is just place torches underneath the torches in the AND gate, and I do this twice so that it so that the light you want is on, so it gets inverted and then inverted again. Okay, this has been a short part 2, but I hope to see you next time. Bye.